because there's a new poll out that says a third of Americans now are just spiritual but not religious. According to this poll, a third of the angels. Hey, this sounds like something. Wait a minute. It was a third of the angels that got cast out of heaven. A third of Americans now are just spiritual. According to the poll, almost 80% believe in a higher power. I'm putting air quotes. Around 70% believe in angels in heaven and the power of prayer. However, 88% said they had little or no confidence in religious or spiritual leaders. I agree with that. Or organized religion. Okay, I'm probably in that 88%. The survey found that the belief in karma, the idea that people's actions come back in this lifetime, that was high. I don't think 63% is high enough. I think more people need to believe in karma so they could behave differently. 63% is not very high. Somewhat fewer, but a majority said they believe in hell. So only 58% of people believe there's a hell, and only 56% of people believe that there's a devil. The math ain't mathing. Right, so if 56% of you believe there's a devil, but only 53% of you believe that there's a hell, where the other 3% going?
Yeah, where the 5%? Yeah, and then
my math is off. 58, that's 2%. 2% more believe in hell. Hold on. 56 believe that there's a devil. 58% believe that there's a hell. So that means there's 2% that don't believe in a devil, but they do believe in hell. So who's lording over hell?
Running hell? Hell ain't got no manager for 2% of people.
No manager for 2%. It's
just running itself.
You just go someplace. Okay, which would be hell.
That's
So I'm curious for the people out there. 866-801-8255. Full disclosure, I believe in God. I try very deeply to follow the teachings of Jesus Christ or Yahshua or whatever y'all call him. I don't believe in organized religion because I think that was created, and especially, if we get caught up in the Bible and stuff. So some people get in their feelings. But I know there was a council that came together and picked and chose which books to put in and which ones to leave out. You ain't never gonna get me to follow something. A group of people who didn't even believe in God, most of them got together because it was a power play. Not doing that. That said, I do believe that there are some scriptures that are very positively used. But you can find a scripture for anything. So
I think you can I think you can take good things from pretty much any of the religions. But I guess, that the spiritual thing makes sense to me. I feel like we know too much now. We know way more than the people that lived during the time they came up with the Bible. They didn't have guns. They didn't have airplanes. They didn't know about other continents and all that stuff necessarily in some cases. So I feel like people have learned so much that it's harder to be strictly go by like a religion. Like back when it was the only book people were allowed to read, then it was probably easier to be religious. But now it's probably harder because so much contradicting stuff. You're introduced to so many new ideas. You can just log on Twitter and you find 12 new religions you didn't know about. So I think that spiritual thing might be people saying, I want to believe in the good stuff. I don't want to take any of the contradictory or bad stuff with me.
That part. 866-801-8255. So I bring this up because there's this new Exorcist movie out. And the trailer comes on sometimes when I don't want it to. Like if I'm watching something, they'll just pop up this Exorcist trailer and there's a little black girl that's possessed, and I'm just really, 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 really not leaning in. And it took me back to being a child when these commercials would be on, because my parents were they were party animals. So I was left alone a lot upstairs while they were partying downstairs to watch TV. And I'd be up till like midnight, 7, 8, 9 years old. And there was this commercial that would come on right after wrestling. Because I would watch wrestling and it would be like, roses are red, violets are blue. And then at the end, it would turn around. It was a skeleton brushing her hair and she'd be like, ah. And I was like, ah. So I had like a rough childhood. Like I would have, and I shared a story that because I was a big kid, they put me in the 11 to 13 camp. I was in day camp when I was really like 8 or 9. I was with the big kids, and it was a rainy day and they wanted to go to the movies. And then took me to see Abby, and I was like 8. And Abby's the black exorcist, and it opens up in the church. There's a church scene, and Abby's in the choir, and the devil's in her, the demons in her, and she's like, having problems because they sing it to the Lord. And that whole movie wrecked my childhood because no little kid should be contemplating the devil every time they're in church. Like, who in the choir is possessed? Like, that was my whole thing. And then I did see The Exorcist, and I think I was too young to see it. And then I started reading Stephen King. I feel like we shouldn't be doing this. And because technology, so The Exorcist messed me up in Abbey so much that years later I went to see it. They re-released it, and it wasn't really that scary, my adult self, but my child self was petrified for my entire childhood. But these iterations, I feel with technology, Rod, that I don't even want to see the commercials, right? I don't even want to see the commercials. So I need to know who has watched this latest Exorcist. It's called The Believer of all things, Exorcist Believer. This is the new one. And they have had 6 Exorcists. The first one came out in 1973. So I was 6 when that came out. Hold on, 7 carried to 1. I was 7 years old. They messed me up. Okay. So the first one came out in 73. The second Exorcist came out in 77. They had an Exorcist Part 3 in 1990. Exorcist The Beginning, 2004. Exorcist Dominion, which was the prequel, 2005. And now we have The Believer. Have you seen any of these, Roger? Because I know you go to the movies.
I'm not a scary movie person. Just not because they scare me, but mostly because I think scary movies don't have to make sense, and that bothers me logically. Like I need
to know
solutions.
How Jason catches up to people, even though they're running fast and he just walking.
Right. Like I like science fiction. I like comedy. But I need rules that make sense. And too much stuff in scary movies feel like they get to the end and be like, I don't know, just it's scary, and I don't like that.
I saw him drown, but somehow he's back.
Right. Yeah. It's stuff like that. I like, when I do watch something scary, I'll quote unquote scary, I would rather watch like Freddy Krueger. Cause like he be roasting people the whole movie, just talking bad about you, making jokes, one-liners. Like I watched that before I watched like Exorcist or whatever. I've seen The Omen. I'm sure I've seen a couple of these exorcism
Rosemary's
movies
Baby. I watched that in college with a group of college friends, and that thing was scarier than all of it. I was like, oh, because it gets you here in the mind, right?
The thing for me though is this is inclusion. Like we finally got some black people in the main Exorcist movie franchise.
No. This is I feel like
but you don't want no black actors to get jobs.
No, I want them to get jobs, but they ain't got to be possessed by the devil.
But look, if they can do it, we need to be up there too. So what? The devil racist? He only possessing white people?
Yeah,
I don't like this devil.
I think so. I think that might be true. 866.
I don't like this devil.
Yeah, no. Leslie Odom Jr. is in this. I think he plays. I haven't dug deep into it.
He probably a priest. He gonna save the baby. He gonna save the baby. It's only gonna be him. Let
me look up the damn IMBD.
That's what the plot gonna be. The plot gonna be.
Hold on. Okay, so 2 girls disappear into the woods and return 3 days later with no memory of what happened to them. The father of one girl seeks out Chris McNeil, who's been forever altered by what happened to her 50 years ago, and is played by Linda Blair is in this. Come on through. This actually, I want to see it, but I know I can't. I can't see this. Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair are in this. Oh my goodness.
This some inclusion. I'm like, goodness. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but I might see this one now that the black people in it.
So Leslie Odom plays Victor Fielding, who is he the father of the girls? Hold on. So Lydia, no, he's not. He must be. So the pastor is somebody I don't know. Who the hell is Victor Fielding? What is his role? Who has seen this? No, maybe he ain't. Maybe he save him. He looks like he is probably gonna save him. A black man's gonna save him. But I don't know that demonic stuff. And I'm gonna be sitting in the movie theater talking about something la 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 la. Like some of the things I watch, these witch shows, and they be doing these spells and stuff. I've turned the volume down because I ain't letting that in my spirit. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Like I can't. If you start casting spells and stuff, I'm turning the volume down and I'm la 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 la. I can't. I'm not letting that in. I'm not letting all that.
Oh
Latin,
my God!
Ipsilorum, la 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 la. I'm like nope. And when they finish, I turn it back up. So I'm the only one that does this.
I don't think you're the only one. I don't do this. Yeah, it's all Hollywood. It's fake.
Is it? Well, I'm gonna follow Sarah Jake, so I don't necessarily follow 866-801-8255. But I'm gonna play this clip for you, Rod.
Okay.
And I want your opinion, and we're gonna go to the phones.
Okay.
Sarah Jakes has this to say about y'all that let the demons in.
Okay.
Play it, Smith.
That's why I'm careful about, y'all watch some scary movies if you want to. That's not for me. That's not for me. You talk about my faith, you talk about my salvation, you do what you need to do, but I don't play with the devil because, listen, I don't know what I'm getting access to. I don't know. You get to chanting something. Now I got to speak in tongues in the movie theater and ruin the movie for everybody because I don't play with them portals. I don't know where this is taking me. I can't trust everything I am exposed to because I recognize that some of these things are portals and you came to be entertained and now you're leaving afflicted because you didn't allow yourself access to something that was meant to take you into another dimension. There are some things you were exposed to that you should have never been exposed to.
That's right, Roderick.
Okay.
You don't believe in that?
Of course, no, I don't believe in any of this.
That's just why.
Foolishness.
All right, go see
Friday.
this. It's Friday. Okay, 8 6. I really do. I don't play because here's the thing, right? I say this to people, if people who don't believe or whatever. I'm gonna hedge my bets. You know, I may be wrong. But if I'm going to err on the side of caution. Now, I don't know if the devil can get at you through a movie, but if there's a slim possibility, I'm going to
I just feel like
the possibility.
What kind of God would allow, if you believe in God and he's all powerful and stuff, right? He out here really like, well, go ahead, put the devil in the movies. That's cool. We should let some people die and go to hell that way.
Okay. No, so let me pause you. So it's clear to me you don't read your Bible. Remember Job? I remember Job.
Yeah.
Okay. Job went through it. God,
I know.
Like, okay,
but that's because that's Old Testament. He's still doing that.
Yeah,
I thought we was off that.
Here's how I look at God. Right. I don't look at God as somebody like some people. He's in the sky. He's all powerful. He's only all powerful because of us. So we are the manifestation of God on earth. Right. This is why Jesus came back to say you could do all of these things. So God is as powerful or as weak as we are. Number one, so y'all can at me. But I also think, and you tap into the power through you. But God is not interfering in this world here. This ain't even, you know what I'm saying? You got free will, Roderick. So God ain't coming in and saying, oh, I'm going to save my baby from, you save yourself. You save yourself by the things you do and don't do, Roderick.
But the devil is active and he putting it in the movie.
This is the devil's world, though. Okay. The devil owns the airwaves that we're on, which is why I'm fighting every day.
The people who wrote the movie, the people who act in the movie,
that's right.
Do they know? Does Leslie Odom, does he know?
I don't think he knows. Dealing with the devil? I don't think he knows, but if he comes on the show, I'm gonna have to
somebody got to tell him. Somebody needs to tell Leslie Odom he's doing the devil's work.
He is doing the devil's work.
Okay.
That's what I think.
What if he thinks he's spreading the word to let us know like the devil is out here? We need a movie that's fake to show people the devil is real. What if he think he's helping, but he really helping the devil?
Listen, he might be. I think intent is everything. I say this. If this is Leslie Odom's intent, then it will manifest. I believe that too. I'm just saying, myself, I'm not sitting watching all of this. Ooh, it's the vulgar display and all of this spitting up and all of the hearing the devil's voice and all the little girl head spinning around, coming down the stairs backwards. I can't do that at this age. I just don't know how to.
So you don't mess with like Jordan Peele and all that stuff either.
Well, Jordan Peele ain't bringing the devil in.
I'm asking. You talking about scary movies and what could be real and what could be fake?
That's scary to me. That's actually smart. Even Nope, I didn't understand Nope.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to the alien at the end. I'm still confused. Right. But Jordan Peele's not bringing the devil in. The devil's and the devil's a liar. And
I'm just trying to learn your rules, Karen. That's why I'm asking these questions.
My rules make sense.